My name is Rob Fogel. My company name is Groundbreakers Inc., and we've been doing excavating for Paul for the last 3 to 4 years. His pace is like I've never seen, and his knowledge and ability to organize the job with that many subs in a tight, confined area is unbelievable.
My name is Manfred Petrie. I'm owner of Petrie Glass and Mirror. Been working with Paul for 10 plus years on various projects. I've had a lot of different things we've done, custom, standard, but mostly with Paul it's custom. He always likes to do things that other people don't want to attack. Some custom fireplace glass enclosures we've done, which is phenomenal, and he's designed it and I've just built it for him. He's really good that way. When it comes to designing something, he could put it on a piece of paper and sure enough I could run with it and put it together.
He's very efficient, but he's also a lot of guys that are really efficient and really push out the jobs. The quality of jobs are not there, but with Paul, it's about quality. It has to be perfect. Well, he's very fair, but he just wants top quality and he just wants the best people.
I had a big job coming up in Scarsdale, and my client asked for names of contractors, and Paul was one of the names that I delivered to her. It was a massive project, huge renovation and new construction, and working with Paul was unbelievable.
As far as coordination, incredible. He knows when everybody needs to be there. He knows before when everybody needs to be there. The guy's walking out the door with his toolbox and another guy's walking in the same door. He works really well with his customers. I think that's one of his best traits, is how he works with his customers. And he wants all the subcontractors to work the same way, which we do. And if he doesn't find that you're doing what you said you're going to do, he's going to let you know.
Paul look after all the little details you can imagine. You know, I don't even realize, you know, he's there, but he always knows what's going to be next. Let's say I'm the cabinet maker, I know all about the cabinetry, but I think he has no clue what I'm gonna do next, but he questioning me, like, all right, and I surprised, how do you know that's gonna be the next step? So Paul always try to think ahead of you.
When he says he's gonna do something, he does it. If he's gonna meet me at 6 in the morning, and if he's working an 18-hour day, and he wants to meet me the following morning, it's 1, 2, 3. He says a time and a place, he's there.
There's something that's called keen speed, and you have to stay up with it. And everything happens very quickly. There could be anywhere from 20 to 60 people on the job. There's a lot of organization that goes into what Paul does. When the plumber is finished, the electrician moves in, the sheetrocker moves in, and literally those things happen within an hour of one being accomplished. The next one moves in.
I worked with many different builders, but I just can't find the guy who I can compare to. His work is just unreal. Yeah, this is an experience you wanna have. Just something special to work with Paul. It's I learned a lot, and as I thought, I already know 95% of the construction. When I started, when I became the part of Paul's team, and I learned these new tricks. I mean, I was really amazed. It was amazing. Yeah.
Over the years, I've worked with many contractors in this area, hundreds, and right now Paul is probably top on my list. I enjoy working with Paul because he understands what we're trying to do with the project. Never had a problem with him doing anything other than top-notch work, and when I ask him a question about budgets or schedules, I know I can count on it 100%. When he says he's going to have something done at a certain date, it's done at that date. It's a rare thing with the contractors, and I appreciate him for that and look forward to using him for our projects again.
People are eager to work for Paul because they know that they're going to be doing great work. They know they're going to be paid. They know there's going to be credit for the job well done. And they know at the end of the day that the product is going to be a great product.
You know, he does more than necessary. You know, for example, like copper work, you know, where if the standard is to go up 4 or 5 inches, he'll make me go up 10 inches. So the biggest thing with the roof is leaking issues. So that extra work or that extra material used is crucial. And so I've never gotten a call back from one of his jobs. You know, ideally for me, you know, I like to get in and get out, and Paul makes that possible by being there and knowing what he's doing. And he's also, you know, one of the things that was always great is he works probably 18-hour days. So, you know, which we like working long days also. So it's just to have the opportunity to put in a lot of hours, you know, benefits me. And you know, I've actually never seen jobs get done quicker.
Paul ranks among the best for service and payment. I've never experienced that with anybody else. I thought it was a good contractor was one that paid you every 30 days, and to get paid every 7 is like nothing I've ever experienced.
10 years plus, I've never, ever, ever had a delay because Paul knows how to organize. He knows how to budget. He keeps the customer informed, you know, payment schedules and whatnot, and they trust him for it, and I don't blame him, because if I were to have him here now, he'd be working at my house.
You can make a lot of money with Paul because you're doing a lot more hours than you would do at a normal job. It's not a 9 to 5. If you're a 9 to 5 guy, you don't want to be working with Paul. We quit at midnight one night digging with excavators because the police finally showed up to shut us down with the noise. He's a funny guy to work with. He makes the day go by quick.
You can't even express it. He has an unbelievable personality, and people gravitate towards him. They respect him. They depend on him, and he depends on the people that he selects for a job.
There's one guy who organizes everything, and then that's how you see how everything comes together. Paul is always on the job from the 6 o'clock in the morning till whatever we go with, because it's sometimes we don't have work hours. We just need to get the job done. So if you had to work till 10 o'clock or till 3 o'clock in the morning, we had to do it. So we stay on the job and get the things done in order to get the other subcontractors going.
We were doing a exercise room mirrors, and the customer wanted a ballet bar onto one of the walls. Unfortunately, we didn't have the wall space because there was a Murphy bed. Murphy bed is a bed that folds up into the wall. Well, Paul came up with the plan of putting mirror on the underside of the Murphy bed, so when it was in the up position and we attach a ballet bar to it, you had your ballet bar with mirror, and when you wanted guests to have a bed to sleep in, we fold it down. Incredible. Paul did some research and came up with a design of a hydraulic system that you could use the bed with fingertip control up and pull it out. A kid could even do it without any danger whatsoever. The job turned out unbelievable. It's the first and only one I've ever done and ever seen, and I have glass magazines and you know, I go on websites. Never seen it done before. We did it.
One of the first jobs I did for Paul about 12 years ago, it was actually the first job I did for him. His dad had passed away. I got a call from his wife. I didn't know his wife, Jen, and she had told me that Paul's dad had passed and he had flying back to New Zealand. And she asked me, you know, what Paul owed me for the job, and we were already into the job. And my next check was about due. She wanted to know, you know, how much to write the check out for, because Paul wouldn't be back for 2 weeks. I just couldn't believe that, you know, someone's father passes and he's worried about taking care of everybody and the job site while he's gone. You don't see that, but that's the kind of guy you're dealing with. You know, you don't see that at all.